Hello guys, welcome back to a new video. This one is gonna be a quick video and we're gonna do some trade breakdowns and I'm gonna show you the trades that I took today, the thought process behind them, the logic, all the confluences, so how to read market structure in order for you to find high probability setups. So as you can see, this was today's price action on NQ, right? I know that this price action isn't the best one, isn't the easiest one to trade on, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of traders took a lot of losses in this. A lot of traders got cooked trying to trade this environment, right? We had also a consolidation here at 8:30 and then a straight move to the upside and then another consolidation. What if I tell you that this consolidation, this range is one of the easiest environments to trade on, but you are trying to force your trend following strategy into this kind of price action. But you need to change your whole belief. Your trend following strategy is not gonna work here. All right. So again, this video is about trade breakdowns, the trades that I took inside this range and how you can read this range properly and take setups, right? And you're gonna find out that it is easy to find setups inside this. As you can see, this is the 5-minute time frame, and this was like 4 hours or 3 hours of back and forth price action. Later this week, I'm gonna upload another video, which is the full guide on how to trade ranges. So after that video, trading ranges is gonna be one of your favorite environments to trade on. Everyone is sitting on the sideline or taking losing streaks, but you're gonna be trading these ranges easily. So let's move on quickly to the trade breakdowns, right? So as you can see, this is the first one, a short from here, another short from here. Here I was trying to buy but got a partial loss, right? So not the full loss, and then another short from here and ended the day with 4 wins and 3 wins and 1 partial loss. So a decent day, not my best days, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I get 4 wins and 3 wins with no losses and then I'm done. But since I took this partial loss, so I had to take another trade to reach my daily goal. So first of all, what you need to do is not zoom in the lower time frames and then trying to trade the range. Before that, we need a top-down analysis. So let's do that together. Let's move on to, let's say, into the 1 hour time frame. So what do we have on the 1 hour? This is how you do top-down analysis, guys, all right? First of all, we had this huge swing from this low all the way to this high. NinjaTrader is not the best platform to do charting, but that's all right. So we have this huge swing point, and maybe you could have argued that this is the swing point, but in a time frame like the 4 hour or 2 hour, this one is one swing, all right, one swing point. Price traded all the way to the 50% of it, all the way to the 70% and into this SNDR. So basically here, after the CSS happened here, or the candle structure shift, so this high or this low or this candle is the one that created the low below this one, and we have violated the high from here. So now we could expect price to retrace to the upside. So now we understand why this move happened, right? This is the pullback, a simple pullback to the upside into the SNDR. So let's remove this swing point and also and only focus on the SNDR. So basically we are refining our areas, right? We have this SNDR on the 60-minute or the 1 hour time frame. So we are inside it and we traded all the way to the 70% of it. So now let's move on to another time frame and let's choose the 12-minute time frame. So price was trading higher and higher and higher, and it stopped where? Here. This is the origin of the SNDR. The origin, basically the first move, the first up move and then price broke down lower and took this low. So this whole move started from this zone right here. So this is the origin, and let's remove now the swing point or the SNDR. So we keep refining our areas, right? Always start with the higher time frame and then work your way down to the lower time frame. Don't open the chart and go to the lower time frame. You will see the perfect A+ setup on the lower time frame, but if it's not aligned with the higher time frame, you are just gambling and you will get frustrated. In fact, if that setup lost, right? Because it was such a perfect setup, but you didn't understand the higher time frame. So again, so what happened here when we traded all the way to the origin of that move inside the SNDR, inside that 1 hour swing point? What happened? We have a candle structure shift. Candle structure shift, basically all you have to do is to follow the candles. This opened here, created the low, and traded all the way to here, to this wick. And then we traded here, and then all the way to here, and then here to this high, creating a new high. And then what happened here? We broke the last low all the way to here, body closure. We retraced back, and then we traded lower. So if we drag this to the left, let's change the color to black or something darker. So as you can see here, we are creating higher highs and higher lows in here. And then here we broke the structure, right? We broke structure. So this tells you that price might trade to the downside, all right? This is a reversal sign. And we are aligned with the higher time frame, all right? So let's draw the zone here, which is this candle. And also let's remove this rectangle right here. All right, so now price traded all the way down on here. We closed below that last low that created the new high with body closure above the previous high, and then we traded back into it. So here we traded back into it here, and then one more time sweeping these highs and then rejecting off of it. All right, so now let's go to the 60-second or the 1 minute time frame, and let's break down our first trade of the day. All right, so now we are inside the range. When you are inside the range, what you want to do is to prioritize selling above old highs or selling at the top of the range and buying at the low of the range or the bottom of the range. All right, now the best shorting opportunities, and this is important, will happen after we sweep a low and then topping into an unmitigated zone. So here in this example, as you can see, after breaking below that candle on the 12-minute time frame, we retraced back, we created this low, trading all the way to here, and then one more time topping into the 70% of that range, sweeping this. As you can see, we have a sweep here. So as you can see, sweep above this high, and then what did we top? We have another candle structure shift here. So as you can see, we are using only candle structure shifts in our analysis. So the best shorting opportunities happens when you see a sweep, and especially this high. If you pay attention to this high, it was just below an unmitigated zone. A high just below an unmitigated zone is likely to be liquidated, topping into that zone. So this is engineered liquidity, topping into this zone and then rejecting. So I didn't short it directly from here blindly. No, I needed one more confirmation. So all I have to do is to go to the 15-second time frame. So what do we have here? Here's that low. Here's that 1 minute CSS. What do you have on the 15-second time frame? Another CSS right here. Another candle structure shift. As you can see here, this is the last low that created the high. We broke below it with this candle, with body closure, returned back to it. This was my entry, my stop loss was here. and I have all the confluences on the higher time frames, right? And my target, it was here. It was on this zone right here. This zone is the SNDR, right? This is the SNDR, or the last move, or the last down move that caused this leg to the upside, that caused the break of structure. So this is the SNDR. So this is my target. I'm not greedy, especially in ranges. I don't like to hold my trades. 1-to-1 is all I need. So as you can see, the SNDR did offer the rejection and price traded higher for one more sweep. And now let's transition into our next trade, the second trade of the day. So what happened here is that we have, let's remove this one. Here we have a sweep. We have a nice sweep right here. If we go back to the 60-second time frame or the 1-minute time frame. So as you can see, price only swept at its high and it didn't close above it. So this is indicating another bearish leg to the downside. This is one, all right? Or inside all these higher time frame areas, we have this sweep indicating that we are bearish. And so keep in mind, we have also this candle structure shift after the sweep. Another candle structure shift. Let's change the color to red. And now let's go to the 15-second time frame. So after here, after that sweep, and we have that candle structure shift, price traded all the way to here, and we tapped into that previous SNDR that was pushing price higher, and also we broke below the lows here. We closed below them. So here, as you can see, this is the first top of the SNDR. Price traded higher, and then one more time sweeping this, and then we couldn't break below it. We couldn't close below this low right here. So this indicating that this SNDR is going to likely push price to make a new high, right? Above this high right here. So we have only a sweep, but this leg to the downside, we have body closures, right? We have body closures below this low, and we mitigated 100% of this SNDR. So the move to here is only to offer the pullback into that previous CSS. So as you can see, we are using only market structure right here. We are not using anything, no economic calendar. This is beautiful, guys. You have only one thing to focus on. This is the beauty of this concept, dtfx concept. Mitigating 100% of this SNDR. This is only to offer the pullback. I entered from this unmitigated area. I hope it's not getting messy. And then I took my entry from here. We have another CSS right here, but I didn't want to wait for that. I already have all my confluences, and then my target was here. So I was targeting the sweep on here into an unmitigated zone, right? And then price rejected after mitigating this zone, sweeping this, rejected to the upside, topping into unmitigated zone, and then continue lower. This is just beautiful, guys. This is second trade of the day. Also, this was like 1 to 1.5 R, I believe. So this was a bit better. So basically, the key to trading ranges is you need to be focused, and you read every single leg. Why? What did this leg do? Right? What do we have on the left? Don't remove the zones that you have drawn earlier, right? Keep them and study how price is reacting to them, because it's going to tell you a story, all right? So let's talk about the next trade. So basically the next trade is, it was a logical one. I'm not going to say that it was a stupid one. It was a good idea. We swept all these lows with this down move to here. We tapped into an unmitigated zone right here and a CSS, a candle that has been not mitigated yet, all the way to here. So my idea was, it was a counter trade, I know. I was trying to catch a pullback. My idea was to trade into these zones right here. So I took an entry from here, a buy position from here, and price was just 1 point away from giving me a 1-to-1. I was aiming only for a 1-to-1, and my TP was here, I believe. Yes, it was here. And then price reversed, and I know that this trade is not gonna work. And also we had a CSS right here. So I know that price is gonna continue the downside. This is the pullback. It doesn't want to go all the way to here. At least not for now. So I closed the trade earlier, and it was a good decision, as you can see here. Now let's move on to the last trade of the day. It was a winner, and basically it was based on the 60-second time frame or the 1-minute time frame. It was a basic one, right? So from this low into all the way to this high, and then all the way to this low, right? And this will become a swing point, like this. This fractal right here that you can see from this low to this high is the SNDR, right? So let's remove this one and let's draw the SNDR from here all the way to here. Now let's go to the 15-second time frame, and this was a basic one. Entry from the 50%. So what did I see? We have a bullish leg to the upside, a huge bullish leg to the upside. It left all these unmitigated zones below, right here, behind it. We swept all these lows or these highs. So we have a sweep into an unmitigated zone, the SNDR. We tapped all the way into the origin of the move, and we have a target. So basically I took a simple short from here. My stop loss was here and my TP was here. So price tapped into this zone, and then it traded higher. And as you can see later, we tapped all the way to the 50%, the 70%, and then we continue higher. So basically the same concept that we talked about earlier. We have the first top, and then the liquidation of the second top, and then we traded higher. And here we go. We have the first top, the liquidation of the second top, only a sweep, and then we traded higher. So as you can see, first top, liquidation of the first top, and then we trade higher. Beautiful. So this is how you trade ranges. This is how you do top-down analysis. This is how you use CSS with sweeps, right? This is how you get your TPs, right? Not just aiming for 2R or 3R. No, it has to be on a strategic place, right? And I believe this is the end of this video. If you have any questions, please DM me on my Twitter account or leave a comment down below, and I will answer you as soon as I can. Now, happy trading and good luck.